can't accept the loss, I'm hard-headed. There's a little bit of madness to my method. Many falling off that fine line that I'm treading. I risk anything to be great, and I'm not letting nobody rob me of my victory. Number one, that's what I'm meant to be. When by any means, only thing that makes sense to me, I can make nice or make history. I got that dog in me, yeah, turn me up. Big energy, got the crowd going nuts. I got that dog in me, yeah, ante up. I take on anyone, I don't need a one-on-one. I got that dog in me, yeah.
What is going on, YouTube? What is going on, family? Future grandbabies, I hope all is well with you today. As you already know, I'm in the garage as usual, doing what I do with my 2024 Indian Pursuit Dark Horse. And listen, it is a metallic ghost white. I've been chopping that up so bad. I'm such a rookie. It is what it is. Thank you for joining me today. Today I would like to talk about my preparation efforts for my November 14th departure to the West Coast. I am going to try a couple of different challenges. Rookies, beware. You know, you senior riders, you know, all you cross-country clubs, Buffalo Soldiers, Rare Breed, all y'all who ride coast to coast, you know what I'm saying? I ain't putting this on y'all. I know this is nothing to y'all, but I'm going to attempt to do a couple of challenges at once. One, I'm gonna do the corridor, I-10 corridor, right? So I'm gonna do the corridor. I'm gonna go up. I got a plan, but in that plan on the I-10 corridor from coast to coast run, I'm going to go to. I'm gonna try to do the iron butt this time. Let the weather be in my favor, good Lord. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get some rest. I got a plan of action. I even got a workout plan, an eating plan for the next month and a half that I'm gonna try to stick to. And I prepared. I got apps to monitor my whereabouts and things of that nature. I got a lot of things going on in my preparation of that. But this video here today is about me explaining to rookie riders my plan of action for what I'm taking with me. I have planned to pack super light, but I'm gonna pack for the weather on this one. You know what I'm saying? Because I am riding during the time of year when I left last year. I was warm. Don't get me wrong. I was warm. I stayed to the lower 48. I did come through Atlanta, Mississippi, and Alabama up through 20. Alabama, Mississippi through 20, and then I hit I-10 eventually. On this one, I plan on going straight through I-10 all the way down. And this time of year, around November, Jacksonville, it's hit or miss, man. Honestly, I don't know if it's gonna be cold or hot. I mean, what do y'all think? With that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and jump into it, right? I'm gonna prep for cold weather, but ride out in warm weather. We'll see how that, we'll see how that tastes. Cause I know I've been in Jacksonville, and actually it's a 2-hour run from my house to Jacksonville, where it was freezing. And I was like, being a native New Yorker and living in the South, I thought the further south you went, it got warmer. Man, sorry, Florida folks, but North Florida ain't nothing but South Georgia, because it is cold out there. You know what I'm saying? Or sometimes. Anyway, but I digress. It's not, a problem in any way, because I'll have all my gear with me and I'll be warm. So I'm not sure how many of us have ever been cross country or on a long road trip over 1,000 miles. I'm sure people who are watching this, seasoned riders, I don't question their length, and because they've been riding for a while, I'm sure they've done it. But us as rookies and us as returning riders, there's certain things that we might need to prepare for. Now, I'm going to tell you straight up what you need to prepare for in a lot of instances. The first thing you need is zip ties. Absolutely have zip ties, because they're universal. You'll find out how you need to link something together, tie something down. Have some zip ties, large or small. I have both. And straps, extra straps. This was given to me by some seasoned riders. I know when I went across country last year for the first time, I ran it across a couple of my friends who I met through the Harley life, and I ran into some Rare Breed members here in the Savannah area who are very versed in riding cross country. And of course, my man Sensei from Ride Fit Nation. Go check out his channel. Shout outs to Ride Fit Nation. To all those Gold Rush Nation and Honda Gold Wing people. You might want to go check out my guy Sensei from Ride Fit Nation. I basically learned from those, because Sensei is part of a club too. He's actually part of Iron Bread. Shout out to Iron Bread. I have an opportunity to meet those guys on several occasions and ride with a couple here and there through Atlanta. So I appreciate you. And I got some great advice, man, from these seasoned riders. Listen to your seasoned riders. Like for instance, every time I stop, the craziest thing I was not doing, but now I do because my man T told me to do it. And he was like, every time you stop, especially on the road, check your tires. Make sure ain't no nail in it. So every time I get gas now, I do a tire check. It's kind of weird. I never used to do that. And I mean, I know I ain't been touring that long, but it's just habits to pick up. Check your tires. Didn't think to check your tire. You get in your truck, you get in your car, you drive, it don't show no sensors going off, you just keep it moving. But you could have a nail in your tire and not lose air. So check your tires. So for your convenience, I basically put down everything that I must have on my ride. Most of the stuff you see here, believe it or not, I will be wearing out depending on weather. There's a couple of items over there. If you see that, that's actually a jacket. And I'll start there since my finger's pointing at it. It's called a Beyond Riders jacket. It is a winter's sweat jacket. And I'm here to tell you that when you wear that joker, it keeps you warm. It's basically a hoodie, right? It's basically a hoodie, but it's a winter jacket. And I have a couple Beyond Rider products, and listen, nothing I'm talking about, nobody sponsors me. This is what I've used, this is what I feel works, and I really, really enjoy using them. It's a little warm, so I didn't feel like putting it on, but this is the Beyond Riders jacket. And when I tell you, it's multi-purpose, water resistant, and fabulous, it's one of the main reasons why I wear it. And depending on the time of year and how things are going that time of year, I'm gonna wear it out, right? It may be, depending on what it is. But I'm taking several items that I didn't take last year, specifically because I want to be able to account for the weather changes from coast to coast and as I travel through the country. So when I tell you my suitcase, the actual case I'm going to throw on my bike, it's going to be super light. There's really like a couple of jeans, maybe, and t-shirts, socks, toiletries. I'm not bringing nothing major, man. This ain't I'm not going to a fashion show or anything like that. I'm packing what I need, and if I got to wash on the road, I will. Right here you'll see, and I know it's kind of hard, but right here you'll see these are leather pants, like chaps or whatever, but they're actual pants. And why would I choose to wear leather pants, might you ask? For a number of reasons. One, wind resistant. That's just me now. Wind resistant. I love those pants. I wore them last year. My mom bought them for me, God bless her. In her wisdom of buying those pants, they became my top tier go-to touring pants. Plus, they're leather, 100% leather, right? So I like wearing them because they're water resistant, not necessarily absorbent, and they keep you warm. But right here is my hot wired heat suit, right? That's my gloves that go with it, right? And the reason why I'm showing you that is because I basically wear the hot wired heat suit under the leather pants, Beyond Riders jacket, right? And under the heat suit, I actually wear a pair of armor, or I don't even know what they call them. I was about to say up armored, like a Humvee, right? Well, Under Armour long pants, right? They're like the jogging style. And I'm gonna tell you why here in a second. But here's the long pants, Under Armour pants that I wear. Another reason why I wear the long john pants is because if I have to stop somewhere, for instance, and download some gear, I actually am wearing pants, not underwear, boxers, or anything like that. Something that's likely to fall off and cause an embarrassing situation, and maybe even bring the attention or draw the attention of legal authorities. I don't need no drama thinking, you know, I'm doing something wild at the gas pump. So that way I ain't gotta run into a gas station, leaving my bike unsecured just to go download a jacket or a pair of pants or a shirt or something like that. Part of the reason why I wear the Under Armour pants under the heat suit and the leather pants, super great installation, man. Oh, I feel like I was in 38-degree weather and I had to turn my heat down on my hot wired suit. And that is not a fib, that's not an exaggeration, that is actual fact. It was so hot that I basically had to turn it down to like 2, the setting to 2, and like open up my vest and my thing a little bit to grab some air under this. I was hot, very, 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 very hot. So there's that. And on top of that orange Beyond Riders jacket, I'll either wear my Tech Air 3 or I'll wear under my Plasma Tech Air 5. They are absolutely essential, right? That's my Tech Air 5 right there, and my Tech Air 3, right? And I'm gonna tell you why here in a second. So part of the reason why I wear my Tech Air 5 or my Tech Air 3, obviously, is for protection from impact in case I fall, right? Or get hit, what have you. But they both serve different purposes. And yes, I will be putting them on my bike somewhere. One of the reasons I wear the Tech Air 3 is it's actually weighted, right? And on top of the Beyond Riders jacket, or a jacket, period, right? A good riding jacket. It's extra, even though it's got a slight mesh to it, it's very, very insulated. And like it's still hot, you know what I'm saying? I sweated up a storm in the summertime rocking that heavy jacket, right? Just for instance, say for instance rather, I'm someplace in the country where it gets a little warm. I could take that bad boy off, fold it up, stick it in my bag, and then I can break out the Tech Air 5 Plasma, right? Plasma Tech Air 5. And it's 28% lighter, I believe. I forgot the weight ratio, but it's super light, right? And I can wear that, and it has enough room to expand if necessary in case it deploys under the Beyond Riders jacket or the other jacket that I'm going to show you here shortly. So this jacket is a Hawk Motorsports jacket, right? And a lot of stuff you see me bringing or wearing will serve different purposes. The reason why I'm showing you this jacket is because I will be using it because it has ventilation on it, right? And it fits very well with my, at least the size I got, fits very well with both my vests, on or under. And depending on the weather, I will be switching the Plasma Tech Air 5 to that jacket, right? And wearing it with that jacket if necessary, depending on the weather, right? Not to mention, it gives me an option that if I am hot and sweaty, I can switch out the vests. Now, I forgot to tell you why I'm wearing the Under Armour pants under the heat suit and the leather pants. Well, I told you leather pants was for insulation. I told you the heat suit was for heat, works very well. There's 2 reasons why I wear long jogging pants style, long johns, I guess, underwear, not really long johns, under my heat suit. One is because it's further insulation, right? And then 2, man, that heat suit gets so hot, it starts to irritate the skin. It burns, it gets hot. So you don't want to irritate your skin. So I actually use it to protect my legs and my skin from feeling like they're burning while I'm wearing that heat suit. And that's one of the reasons why. And with the hot wired, it comes with I have the gloves as well through the series. I also have an extra set of M3 non-powered gloves in case those either get wet or damaged, or it's just not that cold that I need heated gloves, right? So plus I have my leather gloves, which are slightly mesh, so in case they get a little bit hot, I have my leather gloves with the armor in the knuckles and fingers to make sure I'm prepped for that. So prepare yourself in that way. Now you can see this little corner here. I got a bunch of stuff here. Of course, you got my trusty helmet, extra face shields. I got a flashlight that's got a movable head in case I need to do it. I got my tank bag in case, and I'm not sure if I'm gonna take that just yet, but I got my tank bag and prep. That's my, you know, I guess you say my toiletry bag. That's why I put like my CPAP and stuff like that in there. Miscellaneous items, I'll strap it to my rack. And of course my water jug and food cup in case I want to stuff some food in there before I go, just to make sure I have a snack in the desert in case something bad happens. I don't know about you, I don't smoke, I don't do none of that, but I have a lighter in my tour pack. Guess I gotta start a fire for some heat until somebody come get me. Just saying, I know I'm an old soldier, but I'm thinking ahead. Carry a pocket knife, just saying. And other things if you need to protect yourself, that's out in the woods or out in the desert while you're traveling, if you're legally able to. If you're legally able to. This right here is my half cover, right? I use a half cover when I'm at the hotels, right? I have a stay. My plan from Savannah, Coastal Empire, is to bust out 1,000, maybe 1,200 to San Antonio. One shot. I think it's like 17 hours, right? I thought 17, 18 hours I calculated, maybe 16. And I'm trying to bust that out, one shot, right? That'll be my iron butt once I do the paperwork and register, I guess. And, you know, Lord willing, if that works out, I'm probably gonna stay there at night. I'm an old dude and I'm sick. I live with illness, I done told y'all before. But I'm gonna do it because I wanna test my dexterity, my endurance, and hell, I just wanna say I did it. I don't know if you've seen this before, but you may have. This is called a West Slope, chest bag. It's kind of like a knapsack for the front. It's got a pocket right here. You put your cell phone, you can do a little action shooting if you needed to. Side zippers, right? Some side zippers. And there is a little, like a function they have a device rather, that you can like run up along the sides, and it has lights if you so choose to do so. So it serves multi-functions. You can store protective items in there. You can store things you need in there, food, snacks. If I do not take my tank bag, which I may take both, we never know, just depending what I got going on, I may take that. I really don't know. I find it super convenient, and I'm gonna be on the road for 15 days, so I'm gonna make sure I have all my important stuff in here, insurance papers, etc. And anything that may need to be used so that I can get in touch with my family if need be, or someone does, right? Now, I don't need to show you no tool bag, but it is what it is. Get a tool bag. I have a bag that I carry that has all my major essentials, right? I plan on leaving out at 3 in the morning. I'm gonna do my best not to run over nothing major. And if I see it, I may need to change a tire plug. I may need to plug a tire so I can get somewhere to change it, right? And make sure your maintenance is done if you're gonna take this ride. My maintenance is actually done for the last 5,000 miles for the next 5,000 miles on this bike. However, I'm actually planning to have my maintenance done out west. So when I hit San Antonio, I'm gonna try to find me an Indian dealership in San Antonio, hit them up either on the way or a couple of weeks prior, and try to set up a schedule for when I'm gonna be there, and have them just change my oil out, check my brakes and tires, because I'll be halfway through with the ride. So, or I might do it on the way back, just depends. Because like I said, I got up to about 4,000 miles left before my next oil change. But I don't want to be out on the road all chopped up and have some dirty oil trying to get back to the East Coast. As far as boots are concerned, I'm rocking the Bilt, B-I-L-T, and they're waterproof, they're armored, they're motorcycle boots. Of course, I'm rocking my Indian travel bag. Like I said, I'm packing crazy light. I'm only gonna put what I need up in that thing. right? I've got my extra gloves, right? And oh, I didn't even talk about that, but that right there, that's a reflective vest, okay? I know it sounds kind of corny, but I'm just gonna, it's real small. I'm gonna pack it into one of my little bags, and essentially, if something bad happens on the road in the middle of the night or as it gets dark, and I'm waiting for AAA or somebody like that to come with my little premier service to come get this bad boy, Casper is gonna be taken care of, because I'm going, or, I forgot about this, those daggone Midwest sandstorms now. They got signs everywhere that say pull over and turn the lights off. But I'm putting on mine in case somebody decides, not my lights, but my vest, in case somebody decides they want to keep driving, find me a tractor trailer, get behind the tractor trailer if I can't see. And that's my plan anyway. You know, that's my son. What's up, son? You good? So anyway, I plan on wearing the emergency vest only in an emergency, obviously. I did forget to mention, and always, I had spoke about it before, because you know more about safety. If I'm not wearing the Tech Air Plasma or the Tech Air 3, you know, it doesn't, rather, if I'm wearing one of them, I'm also gonna be wearing my Jaguar, right? Because if it gets too warm out there, I got two shirts, one in white, one in black. It's got the CE pads in them on the shoulders and elbows. I'm gonna wear those in case I need to, have them, right? But it's better to have them not. And then I'm gonna wear them with my vest over or under. Doesn't matter, just depends on the weather at the time and what I need for comfortability. I forgot to mention that my tank bag is actually by Nelson & Riggs, and so is my adventure bag. I modified my adventure bag. It's gonna sit pretty much like this on my tank, my trunk, but I modified it this way to have these reflectors on there. But that bag is, again, is gonna be for like toiletries, things that I need, just livable stuff, because I'm gonna lock down my big bag and just kind of operate out of that if I need to. And I'm taking one pair of sneakers because I can't rock motorcycle boots everywhere. I might be with mama somewhere eating dinner. I gotta be able to be comfortable. Boots are heavy. Yeah, boots cost money. Boots cost money. That's a military thing. And don't forget, grab yourself a beanie, right? Because you never know. If you do have to stop somewhere due to an emergency and it's cold outside, you don't want a lot of your heat leaves through your hands, feet, and your head. So you want to make sure you actually have something to cover your head, just in case. So I got my trusty grunt style beanie I brought last year from the one of the proprietors at Harley Davidson. And we'll take that with me and we're gonna support. And again, nobody sponsors me. I just love what they do. And last but not least, neck gaiters. I'm gonna take one or two of these, right? I got one in my hand. I've been looking for the other one. And I'm gonna take the neck gaiters and I'm going to have them in case there is a dust storm or something like that, or if it's too cold. That way I don't catch a cold and, through my, from my neck getting exposed from the sweat and hot and cold and etc. and the sandstorms. So I'm gonna do that. And plus, if I need to cover my face due to sandstorms or windstorms as I travel across the plains, and I'm not sure how bad that would be coming through I-10. I just know when I rode through Midland, I kind of experienced a little bit of that. So I don't want to, Texas had a lot of open space between the oil rigs and some of the major cities. I don't want to experience that in a major way, because I heard there were some bad ones this year. So we just want to take care of ourselves. So I'm just going to come to you from a soldier's point of view, right? A service member's point of view. If you're on the ground, if you're a grunt or if you work construction, engineer, or anything in the military, most people will tell you, especially those guys, will tell you, the most important thing to an infantryman in his rucksack is pokey bait, tobacco, and socks, right? So I'm not a big tobacco guy, but I had plenty of pokey bait and I had plenty of socks, and I believe in that. So that'll probably be the thing that I carry the most, because your feet get sweaty, and if mine get sweaty and get cold, oh man, it's gonna be miserable. I'm gonna be miserable. Or if they get wet, say I do get water in my rain suit, because I do have a rain suit that I packed in here, but I mean, that should be obvious. I didn't bother pulling that out, but you need a rain suit. Don't travel cross country, people, without rain suit. Yeah, I got water resistant clothes. I got leather, the Beyond Riders, even the Hawk jacket that I got over there is somewhat rain resistant, but nothing's super rain proof. So make sure that you got yourself protected along with the heat and the cold. Oh, I'm crazy, right? Let me show you this. I almost forgot. Here we go. Some people, it's called, it's a water bladder basically, that I'm going to attach to my bag over there, so I have extra water along with my jug of water right there, right? And the reason why that's important is, again, if you happen to be broke down in the desert, have some power bars, have a lighter, a knife, a way to protect yourself, and have some water. Please don't travel across the desert. Now, I will tell you, I didn't travel across the desert the first time without water. What I did do is I traveled, now that I'm a little bit more knowledgeable, I've traveled without enough water. What I learned crossing the desert is sometimes in Texas, you're far from, you're a ways away from gas stations. So make sure when you think you need to fill up. That's please, rookie riders, returning riders, don't be broke down calling AAA or some insurance company trying to get your vehicle recovered. If you think you need to fill up. Now, I crossed the country on a lowrider ST, and my gas gauge went out, so I had to count miles. It went out halfway through the ride, in the front end of the ride. So, if your gas gauge, rather the lesson I learned from that was know how many miles your bike actually does by your driving style. Fortunately for me, my bike actually counted the miles per gallon, so I was able to know that even though I could probably do 180, 190 on a tank on my lowrider, I personally stopped at 160. At 160 miles, I filled up. That was the lowest I wanted to go, right? And if I just happened to be, like if I saw a sign that said next rest stop 35 miles or 43 miles, and there was a gas station nearby, I got gas real quick and just topped off. Because it was my first time. I'm a little bit more comfortable now. I know the way my vehicle's gonna react and maneuver, and at least with the Indian Pursuit, I know I'm rocking at least 210, 215 a tank, depending on riding style. And when I ride out, I'm gonna take it out of sport mode. I pretty much ride locally everywhere in sport mode, and in group rides in sport mode. But now, when I'm on my own, I'm just gonna put it in regular standard mode, and I'm gonna ride fairly easy, just to make sure I can serve gas and money, because like I said, this is very expensive. This is a super expensive hobby. Be prepared. I got a credit card for a backup. Just be prepared, okay? And I might do a list. I've seen people do that before, rookies, and to show you what it would cost me from Savannah to California just on gas alone. And maybe the hotels. I'll try to do the hotels. I'm gonna try to pull some fast ones I never done before. My wife and my friends will say I'm a little bougie in the hotel area. So I'm gonna try to rough it out in my old age and find those nice economy hotels on the road, just to be economical and efficient, because that is a factor for this ride. And this is a part of my bucket list. Well, there you have it, folks. An Indian rider's dream trip. For me, this is gonna be one of them things where there's something I've never done before that I wanna do, and I didn't. And when I say I never done before, I never touched the coast, right? I went west, but I was 5 hours from LA, and got to hang out with a beautiful woman known as my mom, right? So, Mama Bike Life got my attention last year. But this year, I really want to touch the water, and she understands that. So I'm going to go live a dream real quick, and hopefully she'll join me for that last 5 hours as I push. Because once I hit her house in Phoenix, the next day I'm going to get up, I'm riding. I'm going to probably download some gear, leave it in her garage, and then roll out and make it. I'm trying to make a plan as I go, weather dependent. She was supposed to ride with me a little bit ways towards the east, but because of the timing and all this training I did this year, I was unable to get out there in a timely manner. So I'm gonna try to set that up depending on her schedule and what she wants to do for next year. But if she'll ride with me to Cali, we'll make that happen. And then I'll ride with her back, drop her off, spend one more night or two with my mom, maybe have some good food, maybe see Phoenix, and then I'm gonna ride back east, get back home before Thanksgiving, and maybe stop along the way and see a few things. Listen, thank you for sticking with me. Thank you for popping in here. The 800 plus 81, 82 folks that have jumped into my subscribership. I really appreciate what you do. Thank you for supporting what I'm trying to do. Thank you for the friends that understand the need for me to find some peace and some balance to stay level in this world for my remaining days on this planet, right? Thank you everybody for just being a part of this, man. I really appreciate it. I'm trying to get to 1,000. Me and my young man back there, well, he probably went the house, but me and my youngin', we're trying to get to 1,000, and you know, we're just trying to start something new, man. We're just trying to, like new for us. I know the motorcycle thing, video thing is not new, but me and him, we just having so much fun. And I can't even believe he talked me into this, because I'll tell you, I was adamant about not doing any social media. But I'm having fun, and it's a great time. And if you help me build this channel, it costs you nothing. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe. Please let me know what you do in the comments as far as how you prepare. What are the items that you essentially can't live without when you're on the road? If you're a rookie rider that's been state to state or cross country, well, how do you pack and what do you pack? Please let me know, senior riders. If I'm packing too much, you think I'm doing too much, listen, most of that stuff I'm gonna be wearing, be honest with you, just depending on the weather, and then everything else is gonna be in the bag or in the trunk. So let me know what you got going on, and keep joining in on the conversation. Thank you very much. Man, you know what it is. It's your boy, Bike Life Commando, coming at you from the coastal empire, Savannah, Georgia. If you got yourself a motorcycle in the garage, collecting dust, pull it out, dust it off, gas it up. Please go enjoy the ride.